Serving up a warm dish of the Triad's culinary fare, here's your weekly helping of food, news, and views. This is The Man Who Ate the Town.
Hey folks, and welcome to episode 208 of the Man Who Ate the Town podcast. This is for the week of August the 2nd through the 8th, 2021. My name is Tim Beeman.
My name's Ray Morgan.
And we are opening the recipe trunk. We are recording this episode of the Man Who Ate the Town in the Less Desirable Studios in the lab at Industry Hill. We are practicing social distancing and using Zoom, sponsored by Bull's Tavern. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcatchers like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or Spotify, or anything like that, we'd appreciate a like, a follow, and a rating, and hit that subscribe button so you'll know when the new episodes are out and available. It would all help us tremendously. And if you're listening to us on the Triad Podcast Network, welcome and thank you. This episode of The Man Who Ate the Town is brought to you by Diamondback Grill. It's casual dining located in the heart of Buena Vista in Winston-Salem. It is a fantastic family-owned farm-to-fork restaurant that sources most of its ingredients from local farmers. Try one of their themed menu specials. I highly recommend Diamondback for your big and small events, romantic dinner with your honey, or just to go have a drink and appetizers. Enjoy the ambiance and welcoming decor. Diamondback Grill is at 751 Avalon Road. Enjoy everything they have to offer. Find them on the web at diamondbackgrill.com and on Facebook and Instagram. To make reservations, call 336-722-0006, and of course, tell them that I sent you. Stephanie and I went there Friday night. It was seafood night on the specials menu. She had a summer salad and then had salmon put on top of that. And I had probably one of the best plates that I've ever had there. And that was like a fettuccine Alfredo, but it was with shrimp and crab. And it had asparagus, but I had them change that for spinach inside and cherry tomatoes and other stuff, but garlic and stuff like that. But man, that was probably one of the best things I've ever had there, and I've never had a bad thing there. So it was fantastic. We started off with calamari, which is always fantastic there. So, yeah. Still, almost everyone is hiring, so get your job. I would say
work. It's out there.
Yeah, I would say get it while it's hot, but get it while everyone's looking. It's really easy to get a job right now in the restaurant industry. Due to staffing, the Kernersville Cagney's is now closed on Sunday, and they're the only ones that announced that, but I have a feeling there'll probably be more of them. I don't know if it's due to staffing or not, but Mediterraneo Pizza and Grill announced that they are closing every Tuesday in August, and everything will be back to normal in September. I don't know why or what's going on, but maybe.
I guess that's their off day.
Well, it must be, but like I said, they're going back in September. It could be that there was like training or something that needed to happen and it was only available on Tuesdays. I don't know. So just know if you're going to plan to go to Mediterraneo Pizza and Grill tomorrow or the Tuesday following or the next 2 Tuesdays, don't. Go Wednesday instead. I'm not saying not to go over there, just they won't be open if you do go. Go Wednesday or today.
Yeah, don't just go stare at the window. Find someplace to eat, but then come back Wednesday.
Yes. Muddy Creek
Thursday.
Or Thursday or any day of the week. They're open 7 days a week, usually, except for in August when all Tuesdays are closed. Muddy Creek Cafe is reopening its Old Salem location this Wednesday, August the 4th. Yay. Moselle's just introduced their, only a month late, but they introduced their summer menu. And from what I saw, it looked delicious. They had fish on there. I think there's haddock and other kind of things on there, but there's gnocchi, a new caprese salad, a lot of bright colors, a lot of bright flavors. Go check them out and tell them that I sent you. That's Moselle's Southern Bistro there on 4th Street. So Clementine's released a scaled back menu, and this kind of bums me out because they removed the best things on the menu. The shakshuka is gone, the lobster avocado toast is gone, grip bowl is gone, but they did add some more traditional style breakfast items and a few lunch items as well. Now, I said I was bummed about this, and for this I am, but Clementine's will be one of the new concepts in the Roar when it opens. So they will have the shakshuka and all that stuff back. And the menu right now, the scaled back menu.
Just gotta wait.
Yeah. The scaled back menu, I believe what they were doing here was, because half of it is Clementine's, but it's not all the same healthy stuff that Clementine's had. It had healthy stuff. It's not like they went full on, let's balls out to it. But half of it's Clementine's, half of it's back to Sir Winston. And I believe because breakfast is sometimes big biz for hotels, they wanted to, I think Clementine scared some folks and people who stay at the hotel and come down for breakfast. And they're like, whoa, this is, I don't know, I'm not used to this. I just want bacon and eggs. And so I think that's why this location is doing the back to the Sir Winston side with some Clementine aspects. And then Clementine will go to Roar. So I think this works for them.
It makes sense given their current venue.
Yes. Carrabba's Italian Grill, located at 587 South Stratford Road, is no chain. This is a responsible family of restaurants. Carrabba's and their owner partners take the communities they serve very seriously, and for us, having a fantastic franchisee like Daniel does not suck. They are promoting their family meals again, so feed up to 5, and some of your favorites like lasagna, spaghetti, chicken parm, rigatoni, campagnolo, and their newest bundle, the chicken piccata, is available. There's other things too, so just check out the website to find out more. And I am still interested in that filet parmesan, which I understand is on its final days because it was a limited time special. So I've got to try to get it out there this week.
I've been talking about that filet for a couple of weeks now.
I know.
You gotta go.
I just haven't had the time. I'm trying. There's too many places in this town I've got to be.
I want to eat at every restaurant every day.
I do, but I can't afford it and I can't hold it. so I'm trying.
I feel you, brother. There's some great places out there.
Yep. Find out more, get your reservations, or order your takeout, Carrabba's.com. Salem Organic Supply, while not food related per se, is a big supporter of the community, and owner Chris Eastwood also owns Toasted on Liberty, so that is food related.
It is.
So I wanted to announce that they are promoting the first annual Winston-Salem Skateboard Open on August 14th. I don't have sign-up information, but I have inquired. I would suggest possibly calling Salem Organic Supply and asking them 336-721-4367 and just ask them about that. Sign-ups, I think it's $5 or $10 sign-up for it. It's at the skate park. So just call them, ask them about it. I have inquired, like I said, details, where can we sign up? Not that I would sign up, but whoever would be. So again, 336-721-4367. This is for today only. If you're heading to Quiet Pint, they are closed today for staff training and enrichment. So don't go by there today. Go tomorrow. Or you should have gone yesterday.
Right. At least once.
Yes, at least once. Pig and Outs owners announced that they were retiring. They're closing down the restaurant. Staffing was an issue, but this time it was a little bit different because most of the staff were just going back to school. Gus said that it was just time and encouraged anyone looking for some good barbecue to visit my favorite, Mr. Barbecue. Gus is Jimmy's uncle, so that's why he was promoting it, but I agree. That's where you should go for your stuff. But congratulations to Gus and his wife for their retirement, but sorry for those who love their barbecue. Springhouse and Chef Tim Grandinetti are bringing back Doc Brownstone's Love Festival. Wednesday, August 11th, will be a secret 4-course dinner featuring North Carolina-inspired mystery basket ingredients with some of North Carolina's top wines, and that's $69 per guest. Thursday, the 12th, and Friday, the 13th, are reception-style culinary walkabout featuring amazing plates from 10-plus chefs in a tapas-style gathering. That's $75 per guest. And then Saturday, the 14th, the infamous and coveted bourbon dinner is described as a dinner of decadence that you don't want to miss. 5-course chef's tasting menu with cognac and cigars on the terrace after dinner. The bourbons are Blanton's, Woodford Double Oaked, Eagle Rare, Jefferson's Ocean, and the Mac Daddy, or should I say the Mac Pappy, 15-year-old Pappy Van Winkle, which... if anyone gets that, they're allotted one bottle. It's that rare.
Oh. Wow.
Now be warned, this is $275 per person for this. But again, it's a 5-course chef's tasting menu with all those bourbons included, including the 15-year-old Pappy Van Winkle, which is about probably $80 for a dram.
So,
yeah,
you get the whole bottle.
Yeah, you don't get the whole bottle. You get a little. And it's very limited seating. So chances are it's sold out, but you can still call to inquire. How do you do that? You either go to springhouse.nc.com or call 336-293-4797 for your reservations. And they're very limited seating. And I understand there's very few seats left. So call today. I will be there, not on Saturday, unfortunately. I will be there for the 13th, Friday. So I look forward to my time. Tequila Mexican Restaurant on Renolda Road there in the Renolda Commons Shopping Center is no more. It is now Playa Azul. Mexican restaurant. I believe it's new management, new ownership, and I think that's why the change was made. I think it's a younger and hungrier owner that will make that place awesome again, because I thought tequila was pretty good about 10, 11 years ago when I ate there last. So, and I understand too that people had said that they were kind of declining in that. So perhaps this is the boost that they need in that location. Still a Mexican restaurant. It's a beach theme because playa means beach and azul means blue, so it's Blue Beach. It'll be beach themed because the owners his parents are from Acapulco, or at least the state of Guerrero where Acapulco is. So he's fond of the beach and beachy things, and this way they can get that not Caribbean, that's on the other side, the Pacific Beach aspect of Mexico into this restaurant.
Cool.
Yeah.
We wish them well.
Indeed.
We'll have to go by and check it out.
We might need to do that.
And we only have, 475 other places to visit today, so that's good. We're good.
Yeah. Washington Perk and Provision Company, located 301 West 4th Street. You'll find a little bit of everything at the Perk, chip corner, deli to get your sandwich on the go. Fruits, veggies, meats, and dairy from local sources. Bingo Bango sodas, Wolfie's custard, a wall of beer, and more. Washington Perk is better than a convenience store, not quite a grocery store. On Facebook, they're Washington Perk, or at Washington Perk _DTWS on Instagram. Now, I know that Jane Johnston and John Johnston, the Johnstons, sold Washington Perk. It's under new ownership. So,
cool.
So I believe that they're still the same concept, but they're going to probably redo some things, which is probably in need. But but it's time, and so go visit Washington Perk, 301 West 4th Street.
I hope that was a good deal for them.
I'm pretty sure it
You'd
was.
think so. They have a nice established place downtown.
Yep.
30 years ago, yeah, it might not have been worth much, but as much as downtown's grown in the last 15 years, yeah.
Indeed. Crumble Cookie is now open on Haynes Mall Boulevard in the strip in front of Costco there.
You want me to strip in front of Costco?
Sure. I'd buy that for $1.
Then you'd be asking for a refund.
And then pay me $1.
You made me look at that. You owe me.
This is beside where Buffalo Wild Wings was before they moved up the street. So, from what I hear, Crumble Cookie is good. Dana Moody from West End Coffee House, that's no longer there, but she big on cookies and pies and things like that. So she went there and said it was good, that she would go back. It wasn't great, but that wasn't what she thought it was going to be anyway. So, I mean, and then again, they just opened. So, take that all with a grain of salt.
Is it a franchise or is this
It is a franchise. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where they're based out of, but they are a franchise. Delicios has added their updated catering menu to their website, deliciositalian.com. So they're doing catering events. They always have, but now they especially are. And you can find out more by visiting deliciositalian.com.
Now they're making it easier for you to do catering with them.
Yes, easier to find, easier to get to. You can still call them. I'm sure that would work too. But the menu is available online. deliciositalian.com. Ray, our friend Sabrina Wingo is having a paint and sip on Sunday at Taste of the Triad, August 8th. $30 includes food and wine and art supplies. For more information, call 336-448-5932 and tell her that we sent you, that Ray and I sent you. 336-448-5932.
I love her commitment to art.
Me too.
In general.
Me too.
I'm just, it's rare that you find a business owner who's willing to open their space for others to bring their artwork in, and she has been so open for that. It's just a beautiful way that she's supporting her community.
Yes, yes. The dates have changed, as I mentioned last week. Eat, Drink, Burger Week has been moved to September the 19th through the 25th. After consulting with sponsors, restaurants, and others, they felt they needed a little more time to prepare and not have to deal with the summer. Winston-Salem Journal, Greensboro News and Record, and Eat, Drink, Triad will have Eat, Drink, Burger Week in September. It's a week to celebrate culinary creativity, increase visibility and engagement with the food and beverage community, and drive dine-in and carry-out orders with a little healthy competition. Participating restaurants across the Triad will prepare a unique and delicious off-the-menu burger available for 1 week only. These chefs will create a $10 masterpiece, and again, not on the regular menu, that will be vetted in advance to make sure that you always have a unique experience at all these restaurants. Patrons will eat, drink, and vote online they won't eat and drink online, but they will vote online for their favorite burger. The champion.
I'm enjoying this virtual drink. It's just so dimensional.
Dude, you're cut off from that virtual drink, man.
You bet too much.
Yeah. The champion will be presented with a trophy and bragging rights. Customers will be encouraged to share photos of their locations on Instagram for a chance to win a Yeti cooler. Man to Town is a media sponsor for this event. For more information, contact the Winston-Salem Journal or Greensboro News and Record at 336-727-7212.
No. Oh, wait. Wrong place.
Right. Not yet. There's nothing to talk about on the Country Spinner. I think we're going to try next
Still
week.
enjoying France?
Yeah, well, I think next week will be if nothing comes up, because we had an event yesterday. I say an event, it was someone's private party. But if nothing happens next week, we will be doing France the last week, I think. Although we do reserve the right to come back to any of them at any time and try something else. But we will focus on a different country after that. Burgers.
There are no rules with yours.
That's right. This is my damn list. I can do what I want. Same thing with the burger list. Speaking of, we're still at 99, but it did move a little because we added one, and then we subtracted one because again, Crafted closed. So it was on the list, so we took it off. But I am adding Piedmont Aviation Snack Bar, which is located across from the Smith Reynolds Airport on Liberty Street. Yeah, I knew it was there, but I thought they had closed with the pandemic. Obviously, they have not, and they are making a push to come back. They're only open from, I think, 11 to 2 every day. It's not in the, it may be earlier, it may be some breakfast stuff, but I believe it's 11 to 2. But it's not in the airport. It's across the street from the airport. And from what I understand, and they close at 2, like I said, so I won't get there today. But maybe tomorrow I can work my way over there. But I'm going to give them a shot too, because the pictures I saw looked really good.
Cool.
And I'll report back on that, at least of what I had, because I'm not telling you anything.
We'd love to hear.
Yep.
You know, if nothing else, just, all right, so they're open again. In general, what are we going to experience? You don't have to give us a burger review.
Right. So I did have a couple of official burgers this week. So I went to Grandma Ruby's and had the burger there. Ruby was there, and she says, "I've missed seeing you," and it was cool because she's so awesome and loves her customers and loves her staff. So
yeah,
it was cool.
We love ourselves some Grandma Ruby.
Yeah, she is awesome. And Street Team Steven and I went to Joe's Takeout, where we had an official burger, an OKC burger, which the OKC burger wasn't the official burger. We had an official burger, an OKC burger, which is basically like a glorified White Castle burger. So it's like a full size slider. If you can imagine because the OKC burger is basically a burger on top of caramelized onions, fried onions.
Ooh,
so you get those already on there. It's like in the meat because it rests on top of that. And then we also had a barbecue burger. Only the standard burger will count, but I think we had fun eating them. We got to talk to Georgia Cristalis, who is the owner of that and the Villa restaurant around the corner. So she came out and was very, it was very nice to talk to her, and the folks at Joe's Takeout were amazing people. We had fun eating that. So, if that tells you anything.
Yeah. Well, having fun while you're eating is always a plus.
Oh yeah. I mean, cause overall happiness is a plus, and it is one of the ratings, and it's actually, I think, 35% of the ratings. So, that matters. And I had an unofficial double cheeseburger at Sir Winston because their lunch menu that has been modified to incorporate clementines and Sir Winston for breakfast and lunch had a double cheeseburger on it. But I don't want to count that as their burger. I want to have the one on the main menu, which I believe is it's cold smoked double Wagyu cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Yeah, smoked mushrooms, truffle aioli, smoked cheddar, lettuce, and tomatoes, served with fries, sweet potato waffle fries, or a small seasonal berry salad. Now, I have had it before, but I had it before the tour, so I want to have it again to fit it in there. And they also have a Liberty Street burger, which is made with chow chow, fried green tomatoes, pimento cheese, bacon, and burger sauce. But we know how I feel about pimento cheese used in that form. And there's also an Indigo chicken burger. But I want that
chicken burger. Interesting.
Yeah. I still don't think that
all the smoke of that cold smoke just sounds not just from the meat, but from the cheeses as well. Like
and the mushrooms.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, smoked mushrooms, truffle aioli, which is earthy, smoked cheddar, less tomatoes. Yeah, so that's what's gonna be. That's what's going to be the official burger over there, not the double cheeseburger. Double cheeseburger is fine, but it fell all to hell, and I was having to eat it with a knife at the end of the thing. But I will say that their tomato bisque, which is on the menu every day, because they have a soup of the day, but the tomato bisque is on the menu every day. That was fantastic. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's saying something that you're eating that during all this heat and still going, man, it was good soup.
Oh yeah. See, I'm a soup guy, just like I am with drinking stouts and porters in the summer. I'll eat soup in the summer. I'll eat chili in the summer. I don't allow the season to dictate my eating and drinking habits. So, all right, it's time for Getting in Your Business, and that's what we're going to do today. Please welcome to the show to talk about developments with Llamas Mediterranean Street Food, Zena Gallons and Mama Zoe herself, Zoe Michael. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us. So excited to be with you today.
Yes, we are.
So there's big news here on the Llamas front, or the Michael family group. So tell us about what that big news is.
Well, we are in the process of opening Llamas 2.
Nice.
Projecting mid to end September. Just pending on equipment and furniture and everything being delivered in time, but everything's going well. They're under construction, and we're very excited to announce the news.
Awesome. So this will be over where the famous toastery was on Haynes Mall Boulevard.
Correct. Yes.
And that's what is that shot? That little
Creekshire Way.
Creekshire Way. Exactly.
That's the address,
yes. So this has actually been in the works for a while, but pandemic kind of got in the way and foiled plans. Because I remember the last time that we saw in person, outside of maybe running into each other at Chin Chin or Llamas or something, was the Downtown Winston-Salem Partnership Excellence Awards, when you guys won the award that you didn't even know you won anything.
So that was in March, right before everything started. Yes, you're right.
And Chris told me, your dad, he said, I think we're going to open a new one over there, but we're not ready to talk about it yet. And I said, well, you can tell me anything, and until you tell me, yes, let's talk about it, I'm going to keep quiet about it. And then the pandemic came along, and we were kind of dragging and not knowing anything was going to happen. And so I let it lie. I didn't want to keep bothering. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I try not to do that. And I got a message last week. Well, I talked to Chris at Mama Zoe's 3 weeks ago, I think it was, and he says, I think we're getting ready to move on. And then I got a message, I'm assuming it was from Linya, last week, and had I contacted you and not had sessions, Zena, I probably would have been able to get the exclusive before anybody else, but then Michael Hastings told everybody, and Smitty told everybody, and so, but I was caught up, and that was my fault. So, but I am so glad to hear this news.
We're super excited about it.
Now there's another thing happening too, though, right?
Yes. So we are going to be going into on the Wake Forest University.
Yes.
So where the Moe's Southwest Grill was is now going to be Yamas.
Awesome.
That's
And
fantastic.
they actually started training today.
Oh,
They
good.
started,
Good.
and they should be open within the next couple of weeks.
All right.
Yeah, so that's exciting and that's fun, and we've gotten a lot of great response and feedback from all the students, and just motivates us even more.
Yeah,
Well,
and
the
I,
students requested it.
Yes,
we
it
didn't
was-
reach out. They requested.
Yes, which was very nice.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
very
that's awesome.
honored. Very honored.
We love all of our students. They support all of our restaurants, and we're so glad to be a part of that Winston scene with all of the colleges here.
yeah.
The whole community, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Yamas is a perfect fit for over there. The college life, it's been a while since I have had any of that, which I never actually lived on campus or away. I always did stuff locally, so I didn't get to experience the college life. But the college life is about new concepts and healthier eating, and nothing says healthier eating like Yamas. And usually I shy away from healthy eating, as anybody who knows me knows. But with you guys, I can do it without feeling like I'm abandoning my principles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how we all feel. It's just such a fresh and fun and healthy, quick concept.
Yes.
It's perfect to go on a campus, I think.
Yeah. I just had a
It
flashback.
can go anywhere.
I just had a flashback 40-some years ago, or
Yes.
every years I was in college. My godfather was in a restaurant business with the Papin's Family Restaurants, and also Roy Rogers. So he came to the college and opened up a Roy Rogers.
Oh, cool.
And now that you said that and bringing it all back, I was like, oh my God, I had a flashback. Yeah. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full
Yeah.
circle indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Obviously, the new spaces are going to be designed a little bit differently because they're not exactly like your downtown location. But are we going to recognize Yamas in these two new spots, or you're doing something different there?
Yes, you'll recognize
You'll-
Yama. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of the design flair at the new Yamas is different, but it still goes back to the Yamas roots and branding. There is going to be an addition to the menu
okay.
on the Haynes Mall Boulevard location. So we're going to be testing the market with a lemon oregano Greek style rotisserie.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, so we're excited about that.
There's a little more room over there too, I think.
Yes. There's a little more room. So the space on Haynes Mall, it is larger, but mainly it's the kitchen space that's going to be larger. The seats are the same. Seats about 75 people.
Okay.
But our facilities, our kitchen facilities, are larger, and that's what we need because downtown is rocking it. They're doing good. We're so proud of them. But, there's a lot of stuff like online ordering and catering and stuff that we have to do from that main front line. Now we're going to have a duplicate line in the kitchen so we don't have to interrupt our customers' experience while trying to fulfill online and catering
Yeah.
orders.
Much easier.
So that we're like
All
so
around.
relieved and so excited about that because that's like the hardest thing sometimes is
Yeah.
getting in front of a customer. you know?
Right. Yeah. And Ray, to answer, I think even more in depth of your question, whether we will recognize it. I mean, Vasily is doing the construction, so he's going to have the Michael family stamp anyway.
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's exactly
Oh, yeah.
right. And so yeah.
And he does a good job.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
doing a fantastic job. So did a lot of progress, and soon we're going to be coming up to those final details, hopefully. So
All
they're
right.
doing.
Well, when the time is there, you need to let me know, and I'll be there beating down the door, the first one in line, at least as
Yeah.
far as I can try, so as long as I can pull that off.
Yeah.
Love that. Maybe if you'd like, maybe you can come out when we decide to hang the sign or something. We'd love to
Yes.
hang out for that. That would be fun.
Yeah, I'll do like a Facebook Live or something when you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything new on the Mama Zoe's or the Chin Chin or Waldo's Wings front?
No, Mama's always going to have a new
No.
menu coming out. Same stuff, but a little bit updated look.
Yeah,
It's been-
reformatting it.
13 years since we changed the style. So,
So that's exciting.
but mostly the same foods. We added a few healthy bowls to
Yeah.
it too.
Yeah, we're in the
so we
process
could
of adding
be,
a couple bowls. And
But other than that, the other restaurants are good.
everybody's good.
Yeah, I think you had seen just a couple of months back. I actually made our first trip to Mama Zoe's. I eat it at Chin Chin and Yamas all the time because they're on my side of town. I don't live on the side of town where Waldo's and Mama Zoe's is, but we have now been there 3 or 4 times, and I'm going to see you Thursday night as well because I'm part of the TBD. So we're having our family dinner with you guys.
Okay, good. Okay, wonderful.
wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I
So
did know about that, but I didn't know that you were going to be there. So that's exciting.
yeah, I'm one of the original, and Ray was too. Ray's no longer part of the group, but he was because he moved to Mount Airy. But
Charter members.
yeah, we are charter members, so we were there with Candy and all that. So I've been there the whole time.
Super cool.
Good.
Yeah. Well,
Very
good. We'll
good.
see you Thursday night then.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Well, absolutely. Always keep us informed on the things that are going on in the Michael family group, and just let me know how you guys are doing. I'm more concerned about you than I am the restaurants, but the restaurants are a bonus, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
I was thinking this morning when I was writing out my stuff for today's show, I'm like, I get to go talk to people of my favorite family outside of my own family. So that was a smile to my day when I woke up this morning. So, and that's not butt kissing. That's just telling you that I love your family so very much, and the family atmosphere that you all show with each other, and it comes through in your food, in your restaurants. The atmosphere I love at Mama Zoe's, where I can look at all the grandkids and just the family pictures. And at Yamas, I know those pictures are family pictures too. And I love that you put your family first, and then again, like I said, everything else is bonus.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
I mean,
right,
that
yeah.
you said it like it is.
You hit it right on the nail.
Sometimes it's hard, but we got to keep doing it.
Absolutely.
Family's first. I tell my kids that every day.
We do.
Your children are first, and then whatever else we can do.
Awesome.
And I'm still
Well,
not
and
done
it's-
with Mama Zoe, so we'll get there with more pictures and
Yeah, we've got a few
Yeah.
projects that
Mhm.
we've just started to work on, just to finish the walls and everything. But
Yeah.
that will be nice. And we're excited to have that room open and, to have that renovation done. I mean, that
Yeah,
was a
that was-
huge project, and we're so happy that the community and our customers are so happy about it, and they enjoy it, and they love the bathrooms. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
because we had the tiniest bathrooms for
Yeah.
the longest time. Love the it just makes us so happy.
Yeah.
These are the things that motivate us to keep moving and doing what we're doing and to stay positive
and serve our community.
That's what we want to do. We just want to make people happy and serve our community.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
love
for
how you
everything
lead
that
with
you
your
do,
heart.
too.
Well,
I'm sorry?
what'd you say, Ray?
And I love how you lead with your heart.
That's it. That's it.
Everything
That's
that y'all do,
Yeah.
that's where it starts. It starts out of your heart, and it just pours out into your community. And clearly, the community is wanting to repay you in kind.
Yeah.
And
That's where what it all
It
is
is.
about. Love.
Yeah.
the number one ingredient in every piece of food that comes from the kitchens is love.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can tell a difference. You can tell a difference.
Yep.
Not perfect, but we need to strive
Well, we
to
keep
be
trying.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
we all know what's going on right now in the industry, but we're just
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll keep it
Good.
moving. That's
Do
just
the
what it
best we
is.
can.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. That's right.
Yeah.
So, but we're happy to be here.
Well, we are so happy that you are here, still here,
Mhm.
and expanding to be here even more. And
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
you always have our support here, and anything you need, if you need announced, or you just need somebody to come and try something. Hey, Tim, we don't know how about this. Come try this for us.
We might be calling. Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
likewise.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
and thank you for what you do, because this keeps the community, the Winston-Salem community together too by doing what you're doing. And you keep us moving. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for supporting us, believing in us.
I certainly do. And if you need anything, you let me know, okay?
Absolutely.
Thanks for being with us today. Oh, yeah, I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you
So
soon.
wonderful to see you both.
Good
Thank
to
you
see
so
you
much.
too.
Bye, Ray.
Bye.
See ya. Wow.
They're so awesome.
They are. And I'm not surprised to hear that it's finally happening, that they're expanding. And it will not surprise me when we hear they are expanding yet again.
Oh, I have a
I
feeling.
really think this is something that's going to go bigger.
I have a feeling once this is on Wake Forest, then the people in Chapel Hill or State or Duke or any of those will be having a Yamas put in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the crossroads of people that come through the university is wonderful exposure for the family.
Yeah.
I won't say just for the restaurant because it's really for the family.
Yeah.
I really see 20 years from now, we could see Yamas in every state in the country
I would
because it's
love
such
to
a great concept.
I would love to see that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it won't surprise me. You know, as an old man, I'll be going, I remember the first Yamas in Winston-Salem. I was there for the soft opening. It was amazing, I tell you.
It wasn't nearly as soft as I am, but it was a soft opening.
Exactly.
Once again, I want to thank the lovely Zena Gallons and her mama, everybody's mama, Mama Zoe, for being with us to tell us all the exciting things that are happening at Yamas. Version 1, 2, and 3.
I continue to just be so impressed by the family.
Yeah.
And Yamas, we're going to see it nationwide. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
And when it happens, people will be able to go back and say, you know, back on August 2nd of 2021, the man who ate the town predicted it happened. Look. See, now we're prophetic.
That's right. The Ray who ate the town picked that.
Some days I feel like I'm trying to.
Well, let's talk about our holidays today. The
Let's.
holidays are sponsored by Mojito Latin Soul Food, your go-to Cuban and Latin-inspired restaurant. Their Cuban sandwich, or the Cubano, is hands down the best sandwich in town. All the flavors punch you in the tongue, and the sandwich is made in the tradition that Michael grew up with. Mojito Latin Soul Food does reservations, takeout, and have a rather large outdoor patio. And they also do deliveries to surrounding businesses like Fiddle and Fish, Broad Branch, Wise Man, and others. Check them out on their Facebook page and Mojito Latin Soul Food. Now, just so you know, Michael and Michelle are on vacation, so Mojito and Tuning Fork Provisions both are closed until Thursday, which they already would have been. So, I just
change.
wanted to let everybody know that they're on vacation, so they'll be back Thursday. All right, so August 2nd is today. It is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day.
Oh, I hadn't had one of those in forever.
I hadn't either,
my
but I
grandmother
love
used to keep them.
Yeah, I love those things.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all good for you, but damn, they're so
No.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In 1861, on this date, the first U.S. national income tax was passed to aid the Union war effort.
Wow. That's when it started right there.
Yep.
Uncle Sam going, let me just take a little bit of that out of your wallet.
Yeah.
And a little bit of that.
Help
and,
us
and that,
pay-
and that. Just give me the wallet.
Help us pay to kill your fellow Americans.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't mind paying for roads or schools, but I really have a hard time with the guns.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind defense of the country, but when it's infighting, that's different.
Bingo.
In 1887, on the 2nd, Chester A. Hodge of Beloit, Wisconsin, received a patent for spur rowel barbed wire consisting of spur-shaped wheels with 8 or 10 points mounted between wires. So that's one of the many patents for barbed wire.
I don't know that I've seen one that's got 8 to 10. I've seen them with like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't know. 1904, Michael J. Owens received a patent for a glass shaping machine that was assigned to Toledo Glass Company, which I'm sure has something to do with the Owens Corning and Owens, all the other stuff. So anything Owens that has to do with glass. In 1917, the world's first ocean-going concrete ship was launched in Norway. Okay.
Yeah. Concrete ships. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because it's the principle works.
Yeah.
You know, it's displacing water. It will rise to the surface.
Yeah. Funny how
Weird.
that works, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think of it because, you know, if you got concrete shoes, you're sinking.
Yeah. There was actually I think it was a Netflix series that my wife found that came out of BBC, where they were finding these weird structures that had been left behind. And one of them was just off the coast, and I think it was off of Britain. I don't remember precisely, but it was all of these weird structures. And what it was a bunch of concrete ships that they had just sunk in the harbor. And it was actually serving as a break front for the waves and helping create a coral reef.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
An artificial reef. You know, it's also fish condos. And I mean, I don't mean that as a joke. It truly is a fish condo. When I think I mentioned this last year when we talked about this, but when my dad, when they built their pond out in front of our house, they had extra of the like the barrier walls that they use on the highways, and he had extra. So when we dug the pond, he put those in there. 2 by 2 and then, or 1 by 2 next to each other, and then put one over top, and then that allowed for fish condos. And also he put under the wooden on the gazebo that hangs over the water, the posts that were in the ground there. He also tacked on planks in alternating directions, so they would gather algae to also feed the fish.
Now look at there. Now that's somebody really taking some progressive construction techniques. How does this structure help the environment that it's in? I love that concept.
Yeah, my dad's a genius.
Thinking. That's awesome.
Just is. 1921, the Sunbeam trademark was registered, first used for electric flat irons.
Huh. Interesting. My first thought was bread.
Yeah, mine too. But you know, they actually they make, or they did anyway. I don't know if they still do, but they made appliances. So I think they had like a toaster and toaster ovens and things like that too.
Interesting.
Yep. In 1980, the oldest known goldfish in Great Britain, Frederica, died at the age of 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time for a goldfish.
Yeah.
I've had goldfish that didn't last 40 hours, much less 40
me too,
weeks.
Yeah. I mean, 40 is a long time for anything. I mean, we're in our 50s, but, you know, it took a while to get to 40. It took about 40 years to get to 40 for both of us. I think that's all for that date. Move on to the 3rd of August. It's National Watermelon Day. So,
Watermelon Day.
yeah.
Is that the day we're all supposed to spit?
Well,
Because that's what I do when I eat watermelon. Is like, how far can I get those seeds to go?
I could
Pretty good
probably
at
win
it,
some
actually.
championships if I was in it. National Watermelon Day is brought to you. It doesn't say who it's brought to you by, but it says going along with it, watermelon trivia, watermelon history, facts, and thumping. I don't know what that means.
Something. Well,
Yeah.
That's how you test a watermelon.
Well, yes, but
Thump it.
yeah, but why do they need a whole entry on facts and thumping?
You really don't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. In 1492, on August the 2nd, Christopher Columbus sailed from Spain on his first voyage to what he thought were the Indies.
Yeah, he was pretty wrong about that.
Yeah, much wrong.
In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
True. All that's true. But he was pretty much a piece of crap. So we'll just go with that. Let's see. The American Canoe Association was founded on the shores of Lake George in New York in 1880. In 1913, the Wheatland Hop Riot happened, one of the first major farm labor confrontations in California. It resulted in 4 deaths and numerous injuries. The incident was a harbinger of future battles to organize agricultural labor throughout the United States. In 1921, near Troy, Ohio, John A. McCready became the first to crop dust from an airplane. I don't think that means walk by and fart. I think it actually means crop dusting.
Chemicals applied from the air.
Yeah. When he spread insecticide on the farm of Harry Carver to kill an infestation of sphinx moth caterpillars.
Oof, those will eat up your farm.
Yeah. I don't usually talk about births, but I think it's pretty important. In 1941, on the 2nd, happy birthday today to Martha Stewart.
Oh,
Yep. In the UK, anyway, in 1990, a weather station in Leicestershire recorded a record high temperature of 99 degrees, which is 37.1 degrees Celsius. And if you know UK, especially I think where Leicestershire is kind of north, 99 degrees is a lot.
yeah. Yeah, they probably don't have air conditioning up there.
Probably don't need it, usually.
Yeah.
On,
That's just it. It never gets that hot.
Here you go, Ray. This one's for you. The 4th. Today is National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. Well, the 4th
Yes.
is, not today. The 4th.
It should also be Milk Day. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
Wednesday.
have chocolate chip cookies.
Well, it's not Milk Day, but it's also National White Wine Day.
Okay, well, I can still have some cookies and then have some white wine later.
Exactly.
Might want to space them just a little. Or, well, no, you said chocolate chip specific. I was like, you could get some sort of fancy cookie that might work well with wine, but yeah.
In 1693, on the 4th, Dom Perignon discovers the process for making champagne. Come quickly, I'm tasting the stars. That's a widely held legend, but only a legend. He didn't really say that, but it would be cool if he did.
It would have been cool.
Yeah.
He should say it. Let's go back in time. Dude, read this.
Hey,
Thank you.
you just
Now we can say.
What does that taste like? Does it taste like the stars to you? Yes, come quickly. I'm tasting the stars. And there we
Thank
have it.
you. And now we have the legend. It's real. We documented it. We've been there and back. Bill and Ted took us.
Yeah, that's right. Be excellent to each other. The first King Cullen supermarket opened in Queens on the 4th in 1930. It is recognized by the Smithsonian Institution as America's first supermarket. The company was founded by Michael J. Cullen, which was with a C, but King Cullen is 2 Ks.
And not the Cullens from the
Twilight series. Right.
Different family, different branch. Let's not get them confused.
Yeah, they're like several hundred years old too.
Yeah, right.
And they shimmer or whatever it is they do.
Yeah, and they're only really interested in the butcher shop in the supermarket. So
Yeah, yeah. In 1958, the first potato flake manufacturing plant opened in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
interesting. I guess at some point somebody had to figure out how to make them into flakes.
That's right. And two different things actually got the registered trademark on the 4th in 1970, which means these two things are technically 3 months older than I am. Pillsbury registered trademark for Poppin' Fresh, which is the name of Pillsbury Doughboy. First used in 1965 for Pillsbury registered dough product or refrigerated dough products. And also Cumberland Packing registered Sweet and Low, even though it was first used in 1958. So Pillsbury waited 5 years to trademark Poppin' Fresh, and Cumberland Packing waited 22 years to register Sweet and Low, as we call it,
it's done
saccharin.
before they even they do that before they even release it to the market now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't let anything go out without putting the trademark on it.
Yeah, no, because then you'll lose it.
Yep. In 1978, Molson Brewery acquired the Montreal Canadiens hockey team. In 1983, Dave Winfield, a New York Yankee outfielder, accidentally killed a seagull with an errant throw in a game against the Toronto Blue Jays. He was arrested, charged with cruelty to animals, and had to post a $500 bond. The charges were dropped the following day.
Well, yeah, like he was really aiming for the bird.
Yeah, right. Isn't the game? What are they going to do to Randy Johnson? You remember he killed that whatever it was that flew across the field when he threw that 100 and some mile per hour pitch, and it exploded. It exploded.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was just gross.
Yeah.
And you couldn't help but hit replay.
Right.
Replay.
Yeah.
Did I really just watch that?
What? Let's see it again. In 2017, on the 4th, Bumblebee Foods pled guilty to and was fined $25 million for its role in canned tuna price fixing conspiracy that not only involved Bumblebee but also Starkist and Chicken of the Sea brands.
Ooh, the big three.
The big three. And yes, Jessica Simpson, it really is tuna, not chicken. On the 5th, it is National Oyster Day. Yay. I dig it. I'll tell you where I would recommend you get your oysters. Of course, places like King Crab Shack or whatever, but the Catherine has fantastic oysters on the half shell. Yes.
It's all about who you know.
Right.
So get over there and get to know them.
Thursday is also National India Pale Ale Day, IPA Day. Beer enthusiasts, brewers, and bars around the world celebrate IPA Day, a toast to one of craft beer's most iconic styles. And I wish that it was not so iconic. I'm hopped out. I'm done with IPAs. Let's go back to maltier beverages, please. The 5th is also Tutti Frutti Hat Day, and we'll find out why here in a minute. In 1891, Leipzig, Germany, the Hotel Hof honored the first American Express traveler's check in 1891.
Wow, to think it's that far back.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
In 1909, the first corporation tax was passed by the U.S. Congress.
They've been trying to dodge it since.
Yep. In 1914, the first electric traffic lights were installed in Cleveland.
And how long before the first wreck hit that intersection?
Ooh, look at those lights. Bam!
Yeah. Well, there's an urban legend here in North Carolina. I don't know if it's true, but apparently the first two vehicles ever in the state ran into each other in Raleigh.
All right. Well, that
Explains a lot about North Carolina, doesn't it?
yeah, especially Raleigh. not a fan of Raleigh, so it really doesn't. And why is today Tutti Frutti Hat Day? It's because on the 5th in 1955, Carmen Miranda died. She was a Brazilian singer and actress. She appeared in many Hollywood movies and was known as the Brazilian Bombshell and also the lady in the Tutti Frutti hat.
Yep.
Exactly 7 years to the day, that's when Marilyn Monroe died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She was actually crowned Artichoke Queen of Castroville, California in 1947.
Don't we all want that on our resume?
Yes.
I was part of the royal court.
The Artichoke Queen.
I'm the artichoke king. This is my queen. Got some princes over there. We're all about the artichoke.
And there's the court jester. In 2008, on the 5th, IBM is granted a patent for storing a customer's preference for paper or plastic on the store's customer loyalty card. Does that really, does that really deserve a patent?
That's something amazing.
Wait, I got one. Hold on. Here you go. Turn this up.
Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you, fan interference, for that. Yep. On the 6th, it's Farm Worker Appreciation Day.
We do appreciate.
Yep, I'm about to sneeze if you're wondering what I'm doing here.
And it'll be all over the wall in a minute.
Yeah, it will, if things go right. National Root Beer Float Day is on the 6th.
Ooh,
Frank J. Wisner, owner of Cripple Creek Brewing in Colorado and manufacturer of Myers Avenue Red Root Beer, is said to have invented the Black Cow Root Beer Float in 1893. The 6th is
a great invention. Big day.
Yes. The first Friday in August is always International Beer Day. And this year, that's the 6th.
Nice. Do we have to go internationally to drink the beer, or can we just drink and import?
We can drink it any way we want to. Imported, domestic, whatever. I would prefer it to be craft, but if you're drinking a domestic beer, just be mindful of the practices of the places that make it. 1867 on the 6th, Sheldon Everett of Ansonia, Connecticut received a patent for a tea kettle. In 1889, Britain's first modern luxury hotel, the Savoy Hotel, opened in London with Caesar Ritz as manager and Auguste Escoffier as chef de cuisine. With 268 rooms, it was the first hotel in Britain lit entirely by electricity and the first with electric lifts. Most of the rooms also had hot and cold running water.
Wow. That was a big deal. Now it's like, well, duh.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to have at least that.
You hope. And free HBO and ESPN. Remember those signs? It was a free HBO.
Yep. And even if you had the free HBO, the movie they were showing was like, I've already seen this 12 times.
Yes.
Or I hated that one to begin with. I don't want to watch it now.
In 1896, Spreckles Sugar Company, Beet Sugar, was incorporated in Salinas, California. There are two births here that, again, I don't usually do these, but Lucille Ball was born on the 6th in 1911, and Andy Warhol in 1928.
Iconic in both cases.
Absolutely.
For completely different reasons.
For completely different reasons, yeah. In 1930, Judge Joseph Crater of the New York State Supreme Court walked out of a 45th Street restaurant in New York City on his way to the theater. He was never seen nor heard from again.
Makes you wonder.
In 2013, protesting low egg prices, French farmers began smashing thousands of eggs on the street and squares of France's main poultry-producing region of Brittany. Overproduction and expensive renovations to meet new European regulations on hen houses have resulted in farmers receiving lower prices for eggs. Not good.
All those eggs in the street are going to smell so good.
Aren't they, though?
Mm-hmm.
The 7th of August is National Raspberries and Cream Day.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It does sound good.
Need some raspberries.
It's also Mead Day. And
cool.
mead is perhaps the oldest fermented beverage. Is made by combining honey, water, and yeast, and is often referred to as honey wine. I had some mead just yesterday.
Did you?
Yes, we were at
Is it any good?
our friend Beth Blair's house.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jay McNulty, her business partner, who does the Nailing It with Blue Jean and the Brewer podcast. He makes mead, and he had made this, and it was quite good. Now, I say that
Cool.
it was quite good, and it was, but I couldn't taste any other beer for like the next 3 because mead was so sweet and so strong. It's about 11% alcohol.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it is a wine, honey wine, and wine is about 14-15% alcohol, but it goes down a little bit differently than wine. Because even though
Kinda
wine is 14-15%
feels more
alcohol, you drink it differently. And beer, because
Yes.
all the other stuff that's with it is heavier and it absorbs differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was good.
We were, Beth and I did an event together on Saturday.
Yep, Annie's Hope, right?
Yep. What a great day.
Nice.
Oh, Lord, just hot as all. Yeah, it was brutal on the heat, but other than that, it was a great day.
Yeah. In 1794, the Whiskey Rebellion happened, protesting the 1971 federal tax on distilled spirits. A large gathering of rebels in western Pennsylvania burned the regional tax inspector's home. President
Whoa.
Washington ordered 13,000 troops to the area, but opposition disappeared, scattered, ran like cockroaches.
Because they knew they crossed the line. You don't burn the guy's house down.
Right. There's protests, and then there's stupid.
There's protest, and then there's mob rule.
Right.
What do you want?
Just
Not
protest,
you.
please.
Yeah, just a protest.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
It's,
Eight-
actually very American.
1888. Yes, civil disobedience is fine. It's encouraged. Destruction is not. Just remember that.
Yeah.
In 18.
And
Go ahead.
I was going to go on about that. I'm like, wait a minute. That's for the Truth and Justice podcast. This is about food.
In 1888, Theophilus Van Kannel of Philadelphia received a patent for the revolving door.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
You don't think about stuff like that getting a patent, but yeah.
Somebody had to.
Mm-hmm. How do you put a door on a pivot and let multiple people come through it? You got to work out the math on that.
Exactly. I like revolving doors.
Yeah, they're kind of fun.
Let's see. In 1961, President JFK signed a bill authorizing the establishment of Cape Cod National Seashore.
Good.
In 1991, the world's largest Burger King opened in Budapest.
Oh, that's sad for the people in Budapest.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't eat Burger King, but if they needed a Burger King, maybe that's...
Let me say it this way. If we had the choice as America to send them Burger King or Yamas,
Well, Yamas, of course.
we could send them the copper or we can send them the platinum.
Indeed. Point taken. You win.
I win, yeah. Because I pitted Burger King and Yamas against each other and nobody beats Yamas, so there. Yay! I win.
In 2013, on the 7th, the accountant in charge of keeping tabs of lunch money for the Rialto Unified School District in California was arrested on suspicion of embezzling from the school district's nutrition services department. Up to $3.1 million was reported missing over a period of up to 14 years.
That's cold.
Stealing from the kids, man. They suck.
Stealing kids' lunch money.
Yeah. I know you think there is, but if there is a hell, then they're going.
There's a special room just for them.
Yes, yes.
And no keys.
The 8th is National Frozen Custard Day.
Oh, I love frozen custard.
Yes. And this one we had to laugh about last year. It's National Zucchini Day and Sneak Some Zucchini on Your Neighbor's Porch Night.
It's still funny.
It's still funny.
You know, I kind of get that because we actually planted some zucchini this year, and oh my gosh, there's like got this profusion of zucchini. I could see why. Why do we've got 14 bushels of zucchini. Put it on the neighbor's porch and run.
Yeah,
I can see it.
yeah. It's better than dog poop in a brown paper bag, I guess.
Oh, so much more.
Lit on fire.
Whitney's been doing all sorts of research on zucchini recipes because we have so much. It's like we got to find something. Oh my gosh, she did one last week where she cut them in half, just straight down the middle, blanched them a little bit in water, took all the seeds out of the middle, and then went back and filled it up with tomatoes, with some olive oil and garlic and mozzarella cheese, a little salt and pepper, and then baked them. Oh my goodness, those were good.
Nice.
Not just regular old slice up the zucchini and fry it up. No, this was really good.
Well, in 1899, Albert T. Marshall of Brockton, Massachusetts, received a patent for a refrigerator, an automatic refrigerating apparatus. It used anhydrous ammonia as a refrigerating medium.
Interesting.
In 1905, which just shows that Pillsbury had a habit of waiting. 1905, Pillsbury Washburn Flour Mills Company registered Pillsbury's best trademark for flour in 1905, first used in 1873.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People hadn't thought about messing with corporate logos and identities and stealing stuff like that until much later.
Yes.
Humanity will always find a way.
Yes, they will to let us all down.
Yep.
In 1961, in Canada, a record 101-pound lake trout was caught in Saskatchewan.
That's a big old trout.
Yeah, that's a huge. And let's see, I think that's really 2006. Krispy Kreme Donuts opened its first Asian outlet in Hong Kong. So
cool. Again, you know, Krispy Kreme's a great company and they make a wonderful product, but we could have sent them Yamas. Of course, we didn't have Yamas in 06.
No, we didn't. And Krispy Kreme's also a Winston-Salem board company.
True.
So
true. Even though they took a lot of their headquarters.
That's why I emphasized the Winston-Salem born.
Yeah. Born.
It was actually
started here.
Yeah, actually in Old Salem.
Yeah.
Well, that's your food, holidays, and history for this week. Special thanks to James Ealer at foodreference.com for making us chuckle, roll our eyes, get Ray excited for wine and chocolate chip cookies, frozen custard, and now having something to do with all that zucchini they're piled up.
Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised when it shows up on your front porch.
What's that FedEx package? Someone sent me a zucchini.
A whole bunch.
The Man Who Ate the Town podcast is part of the Less Desirables Podcast Network. Along with this podcast, you can listen to the Less Desirables, the Beer Dads, Fan Interference, Wheeler's Dog, Asylum Tales from the Devereaux Diaries podcast, and the new Beeswax Vinyl Daily podcast, which I really suggest if you're a music fan at all, you listen to that. It's, yes, I host it and yes, I do it, but it's very entertaining, I find. I even go back and listen to it, not only because I love to hear myself talk, but I'm like, I do these in advance, so I forget what happened. So I'm like, what happened today? Oh, listen, there it is. Beeswax Vinyl Daily. You can find it on Spotify, Apple, Stitcher, anywhere you find your podcasts. And subscribe, and you'll get it every day. You can find, also, you can go to tldpodnetwork.com and find it there as well. This is a reminder to all of our listeners, and it's good practice, not just now, but for always. Wash your damn hands. Wash with warm water and soap. Wash with that soap for 20 seconds or more. If you're wondering, how long is 20 seconds, Tim? Well, sing this.
Out where the river broke, the bloodwood and the desert oak, holding wrecks and boiling diesels, steaming 45 degrees. The time has come to save fair's fair, to pay the rent, to pay our share. The time has come, a fact's a fact, it belongs to them, let's give it back. How can we dance when
So, Beds Are Burning from the album Diesel and Dust from Midnight Oil, which was released 34 years ago today.
I was working in a record store then.
Were you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a very political song, and I never realized that until much later in life. But the lead singer, I forget his name, Peter something, I think. He's like 6'9" and skinny as a rail, but he went into politics not long after this and was like a Australian senator or something, and was fighting to give the Aborigines back their land.
Oh, good.
Because that's what that song's about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Our beds are burning.
Yep. So keep an eye on the blog and this podcast to find out more about food news and happenings around town. You have any food news, send an email to Tim or Leah or Ray at The Man Who Ate the Town. You can contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. On the instant messengers, like us on Facebook. On Twitter, we are Man Who ate the Town. On Instagram, we are Man Who Ate the Town. Now you can call and leave a voicemail for the podcast or any podcast on the TLD network. Call 336-422-6862. This time you can do it. It's right, 336-422. Numb. Leave a voicemail and we'll play it on the podcast. Again, 336-422-NUM-6862. Once again, thank you so very much to Zena and Mama Zoe for coming on to talk about the exciting news with Yamas and just giving us an update on all the restaurants in the Michael family group. I love them dearly. I just think they're such fantastic people, and it's a family that if I didn't have my family, I would want to be part of theirs. So
yeah, they really are something special.
And for if no other reasons, just the family that they are.
Yeah.
So, well, my name's Tim.
My name's Ray.
And we're closing the recipe trunk. Until next time. Thank you for reading. Thank you for listening. Bon appetit.
Yamas.
The views and opinions stated by me or any of my guests are solely those of ours and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of our hosting companies, distributors, enemies, friends, or relatives. This podcast is copyrighted and cannot be reproduced or distributed without express written consent of the Man Who Ate the Town, that's me, and Such Limited Inc. However, If you ask nicely, we'll probably let you.